All right, here we go. Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Satisfactory. You're gonna load up a hello YouTube day 6. Let's do this. There's an awful lot of light in here. Let me fix that. There, that's a little better, isn't it? All right. So, where were we? We had just built a thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we built a whole thing out here, didn't we? Let's go take a look at that. It wasn't this. Was it? Is this what we built? I'm trying to remember. I've been playing a lot of my offline world lately. And so all these things are kind of mixing together in my brain. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's right. We got all this stuff going through. We got our rods, got our refined plates. That's right. Yes, we got automated modular frames. That's right. Now I remember. And this is all on and running and beautiful. It is slurping up tons of power, though. And we are running into a little bit of a problem because we are now once again reliant on biomass. That's no good. So we are gonna have to let's see, these are in use now. We should update these to be claimed. There, and this one. Cool. And was I using this limestone? Don't think so. No, I'm not using the limestone. But I am using these iron, right? Yeah. So these are both claimed. Come on. Come on. This map is a little fiddly when it comes to selecting things behind other things, as far as I can tell. Let me get out of the way a little bit. There we go. There. Beautiful. Okay. So, we need more power. Let's go take a look. Our power station is back here. Can I squeeze more power out of this sucker? The problem is I'm not sure that I can. We really don't have a ton of room. We know we can't build, there's not enough room here to build a second extractor. So that's not an option. We're producing 120 a minute. We are currently using all of it. 59 for each of those. And I can't build another one. And now I could overclock this. Don't need that in there. I could overclock this and push more water. We do have capacity in our pipes. These pipes have a max throughput of 300. We're only using 120. So that's an option. This vein is a pure vein, so we have 120 coming down, and we are using 40 of that, so we have lots of room to grow there. So maybe we do that. Maybe we overclock this guy to say 200%, and then build two more generators here. Let's take a look at that. First of all, I'm going to need some room. How big are these? 1 and change. So let's build like 2 more rows, I guess. Okay, and then let's go ahead and take this guy down. And this guy down. Okay. And that's going to cut in on that side a little bit, but that's okay. All right. So now can we fit... Are these right next to each other? They are. Okay. So can we just fit 2 more right here? I'm missing rotors. But... yeah, looks like we might be able to. I think we can do this. Okay, so let's go pick up... I'm gonna want to make 2 more coal power generators. Okay, so we need some stuff. That's fine. And this should double our power throughput, which will hopefully let us turn off the biomass again. Let's see. I can borrow... Do I have refined plates? Are these refined plates? They are. I'm not producing any extra though. But that's fine. Oh, but I need a bunch. All right, let's just head back to base. Head back to the hub and see what we can put together over there. All right. Now my goal for this episode, or for this stream, is to get to get steel automated. Now we need some work before we get there. See, I want 1 more of those. This way, okay. Let's see. So this guy is not running right now, but we can turn him on. How are we doing on power? Fine, absolutely fine. Okay. We're at 280. I should check and see how much power we're generating back over there. I think it's 180, but I think we'll be fine. Anyway, okay, so I need refined iron plates. We turned that on. Those are getting made. We need rotors. Do I have rotors? I don't think I have rotors. Automated. If I do, I don't remember them. So what do I need to make rotors? Rods and screws. Let's go ahead and crunch some of those out. We need 20 of them. Oh. I'm tired, man. Today's a busy day, and it's cold, and it's just tiring. All right, more screws. But as always, it is always a blast getting to sit down and play some awesome games with all of you. Whether you are here in the stream now, or you're watching the VOD later, welcome. 8 more. Almost there. All right, we made it. So now, I need those reinforced iron plates. I need 18 of them. Not quite there yet. We need 7 more. And then I'm going to need a bunch of... I have a handful of copper sheets. I'm probably going to need more, because we're going to need to set up some more pipes. I really need to redo all of this. Ooh. Okay. Come on. Give me them plates. Only 4 more. There we go. There's 2. 2 more. And then we can double our power output. Which, like I said, I think that'll let us turn off the biomass. We're going to need even more throughput, though. So we're probably going to have to start looking at setting up a second power generation plant. That's fine. There we go. We hit 40. I should probably just let this run, because we're probably going to need more. Well, we are going to need more. We're going to need a lot more, and I'm going to need to automate it properly at some point, but... Alright. Here we go. Okay. What's going on? I have never had trouble climbing up that before. I don't know why I am now. Doesn't matter. We got to go around anyway. Shoop. Here we go. Here it is. All right. So, coal-powered generator, right like that. And another one. Beautiful. Okay, so let's see. We have 120 coming down, if I remember right. Let me see if I can get up there and just confirm that. Whoop. No, come on. Come on, don't be that way. Come on! There we go. Okay. All right, here we go. Whoa. Right, this is 120. Yes, okay. Excellent. So we have 120 there. So that's coming down, and we're splitting here into 60 and 60. These are using 20. So if I were to split this again, we would get 40, 40, and 40. And then that would split to 20 and 20, which is perfectly fine. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Just like that. Oh, shoot. Do I have Mark II belts yet? I do. This needs to be upgraded. But I have no more iron plates. Because this is 120. Oh, this is probably a Mark 1. Oh, no, this is a Mark II. Okay. That's probably Mark 1. Ah! That means this can move 120 per minute, but that belt can only move 60, and this belt can only move 60. So we're going to run into trouble here. I need to replace these belts with Mark II belts. Shoot. All right. Well, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but I can deal with it. I don't think that's lined up. Hold on. What's going on here? Why is this not on the grid? What the heck? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Hold the phone. Let's see, if I do 60 and 60 and then split it again, that'd be better. So, okay. So hold on. So if I put this here, let's just bump this out a bit so that it clears that pipe. Okay, so that's gonna split and go to those two, and we'll do one here. That splits and goes to those two, and then I want one more here. Whoops. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's just get this wired back up so that we don't run out of power in the meantime. There. There. Okay, so now we have 60 coming in, and 60 is just passing straight through, and it's splitting to 30 and 30, but those are only using 20 each. This is fine. I need to go get more refined plates. This is going to split to 30 and 30, so that's fine. This is going to be 60, so this is fine. That's turned the wrong way. Oh. There we go. Like that. Like that. Like that. Like that. Okay. Good. No. No. Incorrect. Dang it. I was right the first time. It's fine. It's fine. I think I want it right there. Yeah. Okay, so this goes there, this goes there, this goes here. There we go. Okay, so I need more refined iron plates. Let's see how we do with these pipes. Do I have... No, okay, that's fine. Logistics. I want pipeline support. Want that there. We'll move that power pole in a second. Yep. No? Wait. Oh, it's just not showing it to me, right? It's not in there. No. Yeah. It's here. Okay. Fine. Good. Good. Now we take our pipeline and we connect it there. And then this will go there using that one. And then we need to put a junction on it, which I learned I can do like this. And then I want to position it right about there, like so. And then we can do that in noodle mode. There we go. Good, good, good. And now I want to take these two out because I want to reconnect them now that the junction is in place. I feel like that makes them just a little bit more reliable. Same thing with this one. I should pop this out and reconnect it. These are things that I've kind of picked up from playing on my other file. There. Okay. There we go. So now I just need to pop that. Oh, but I need to overclock this first. Let's pop a couple of those in there. Bam! Okay. It's using 50 megawatts of power now. How are we doing on power? We are in the danger zone, so we need to get these new things online. Pop this. We're gonna go from there to there. Give me the junction. Okay. Snapping right, snapping left. Just a hair more left, a hair more right. That's about as good as it's gonna get, I think. So I'll put that there, and then that there. Take this out and that out. Oops. And then connect that there and connect that there. There we go. That should do it. Oh, wait. We need to connect these to power. Yeah. Back here. So he's connected, he's connected. How are you doing? There we go. Ah, no! What's happening? Everything's terrible. Okay. Yeah. Look at that. Beautiful. We got more juice. We are going to run out of coal, though. Let's go pick up some more refined plates. And we can upgrade these belts. And then we should be good. I'm also going to need 2 more power crystals because I need to overclock the 2 new generators to squeeze just a little bit more juice out of them. What the heck is that? That's just part of the space elevator. Okay. All right. What am I looking for? I need these, which we are going to turn into those. There we go. And what did I say? Plates. I need plates. I need these. That should be plenty for now. All right, let's go get those belts upgraded. And then we should be in a pretty good place to turn our biomass generators off again, I think. Hopefully. Just go around here. We're getting some pretty nice little factories set up and running now. There we go. Okay, so we need Mark II belts. We need this guy upgraded. And we need the guy at the top upgraded. So let's get up there. And this will fix our coal throughput problems. Come on! Ugh. Oh my god. I need to build, like, proper stairs going up here. This is ridiculous. No! No, 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 no! Why? Ugh, get up there. Thank you. I heard something power down. Hopefully it was the miner. Still see smoke off all of those. Okay, here we go. So we want to upgrade this to Mark II. There we go. Yes! 120, 120. Take a look down there. We should see it start spewing out of there. There it goes. Look at that. Bottleneck clear, baby. Oh, yeah. So that'll split it into 30, into 60 and 60, and then that'll split it into 30 and 30, 30 and 30. And all of those will be using 20 each, so we should be fine. We're actually making more coal than we're using. Oh, that's what I heard. This is fine, because he is generating 240, and I am not using anywhere near that much. Actually, I'm using exactly that much, aren't I? Or I will be after I get these overclocked. Let's do that. So we're going to pop that in there, and what is it set to? 132%. Beautiful. And we'll do the same thing here. 132%. Excellent! Production went up, capacity went up, max consumption stayed exactly where it was. That's what you love to see. Hey Chad, how's it going? Okay, so now we only have 90 megawatt headroom. That's probably not great. I don't know if that's enough for us to turn off the biomass generators. Let's head back over and find out. Well, we know we're generating 99 megawatts each from those, so that's what, 396 total? How much? Okay. Wait. Are the biomass generators off? So it reduces my max capacity. But they're not running. No, I think we're fine. I think we're okay. Right, now our capacity equals our production because we're using purely coal power. Max consumption's down there. consumption is here, but it can only go up to there, but we are good. So yeah, so we're good. So we have like 90-ish megawatts of headroom. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, so we have like 90 megawatts of headroom now. And our biomass generators are off. They're not slurping up power, or not generating power. They're not slurping up biomass, which is good. Okay. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and turn this off for now, otherwise it's going to chew through all of my stock of screws. Okay. So. Now, I would like to get steel online. Can I not do steel yet? To get steel online, we need to research steel. We've automated modular frames. We have concrete. We have wired. So the only issue here is the rotors. Do we revamp the base now? I mean, we could. Iron, iron. There's some iron there. There's a bunch of iron up here. I'm just thinking, to make rotors, what do we need for rotors? To make rotors, we need rods and screws. I am really not set up for producing those to actually be used in automation, because like this setup is terrible. But I could build a rotor factory out here off of these. Let's go take a look at that. Let's go see what's out there. Here we go. Hello. All right, let's deal with this guy. Beat it. Okay, any more? No? Okay, let's crack these open. There's one. So this way we can get miners on them. Two. Three. Okay. So we've got 3 of these, which means we have, these are going to be 60 each, I think, if we put miners on them. So we have 180 iron per minute. Let's see. Well, I have 180. So I can make plates, I can make rods. What do I need for reinforced plates? I need screws. Let's go see, so one thing that I think I talked about last time, but I didn't actually like dig into, is the alternate recipes. I have a hard drive. I was kind of saving it for research because there's 2 research nodes. Down here somewhere, I think, on one of these. I think it's these two. Both use hard drives, but there are plenty of hard drives, and we don't have those right now, and there are some very useful recipes that we could get. So let's go ahead and research that. In the meantime, let's head up here and start thinking about what we need this to look like. Now there's also some limestone here. Can we use that in any kind of interesting way? We can make concrete. Concrete is not currently used in anything. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Guess I want it up a little bit more. That's probably good, yeah? Yeah, I think so. And we will go out this way. We're gonna build us a nice little platform here. Let's go ahead and pick this stuff up. Clear this out of here. Oh, okay. Yep, get rid of this. Gotta make room for our new iron factory. There we go. I'm not exactly sure how far out it'll stretch, but I want to make sure we are not limited for space as much as possible. Okay. Just a little bit back here. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. So, do I have... I don't have any portable miners. I'm going to need those to make miners to put on these. Well, let's see. So let's think about this. So we have... There is actually this cool tool that I came across. I think it's Satisfactory Tools. And Steam, why are you stupid? There we go. So this is a cool thing that you can come over here. I don't need that anymore. And you can put in what resources you want, and it'll give you the exact throughputs. Now, I don't build exactly what this tells me to build, but for example, we can come over here to items. What are our inputs? We're going to have iron. We'll say limestone for now, because that's true. We said iron, we're going to have 180 per minute. And limestone, what is our limestone over here? Impure, so that's going to be a 30 per minute because I don't want to overclock it. Okay. So that's our inputs, and then our recipes, these are all of the alternate recipes, which we will learn if we get any of these from the hard drive in a couple minutes. And these are all the base recipes. Here's the machines we have. We are not very far yet. We don't have the assembler yet, do we? Oh, we do. Okay, we have the assembler. We don't have the blender. We don't have the converter. don't think... Nope, we don't have the foundry, don't have the manufacturer. No packager, no particle accelerator, none of this stuff, none of this stuff. We do have smeltery. And we do have the assembler and constructor. Okay, so now we can come back here and we can put in what we want to make. So what do I want? So one of the things that we want to account for here is we want to make sure that we have enough where some of what we produce will get used to create other things, but we also want to be creating enough extra to have a pool that we can just pull from. So we are going to produce iron plates. We are going to produce refined iron plates. No? Come on. Plate. Oh, reinforced iron plates, rather. We know we want to produce iron rods. What else do we want to make here? Do we want to do screws? We want to do rotors. We know we want to do rotors. I guess we could do screws. Screw. We couldn't calculate any result. Why not? It's probably mad. I wonder why it's mad. Is it because we have too much? Let's just tell this to maximize all of them, which will try to make them even. Okay, so if we make this factory produce all of these things, it'll output 7 per minute of each of them. Which is fine. I need kind of a ridiculous setup for this, though. 6 smelters, 8 constructors for iron rods, another 3 for iron plates, a further 7 for screws. This is stupid. There is a lot here. So maybe we don't deal with all of this right here. Maybe instead we just produce the reinforced iron plate and the rotors. And I can put the rest of the basic stuff back at the hub. So if we do this, here's what it recommends. 6 smelters. And then 8 constructors for iron rods, 3 for iron plates. Ugh, this is still kind of gross, isn't it? What if I do a fixed amount for the rotors and I just let the reinforced iron plates be whatever is left over? Okay, that's still kind of gross. Shoot. Okay. Let's head back and see what the progress on the hard drive is. Because the alternate recipe we get could have a pretty significant impact. 1 minute remaining. That's not bad. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Is there any other researches I can do while I'm waiting? I need rotors, I need steel, crystal, Sam, quick wire. Oh, I would really like that though. We should go set up quick wire too. That quick wire is actually pretty easy to set up, but all right, here we go. 10 more seconds, and then we will see what alternate recipe we get. It could be useless. It could be phenomenally useful. Let's find out. What do we got?
Hard drive analysis completed. Alternative recipe selection available in the MAM.
These are not great. Alternate charcoal. This lets us make coal from wood, which is like not great because we would still have to collect the wood manually. This one's kind of interesting. It lets us make 11 and a quarter rotors per minute, which is, you know, almost 3 times faster. But we're trading off iron rods for copper sheets. This is okay. I think I want to rescan though. Modular frame. This replaces the rods with screws. But we can produce it 2.5 times faster. Again, that's okay. Now this one's interesting. This one will let us make copper wire 3 times faster if we combine it with Caterium. Unfortunately, we are not currently mining Caterium, so we can't really make use of this, and we don't need that much extra wire anyway. So, unfortunately, this hard drive is kind of a dud. So we will just leave that there. Shoot. I was really hoping that was going to give us something good. Let's dump some of this stuff off. Wait. I need that. Yeah, the leaves and the wood go back here. Leaves. Wood. Okay, and then I have a bunch of iron ore. Can I dump that in here? Nope, that's full. That's full too. That's obnoxious. Let's turn this off. Okay. So... what does this mean? This means... I think we're just going to have to bite the bullet and build this stuff. These screws are causing me all kinds of problems. They make this whole thing gross. Okay, what if I make 5 per minute? That doesn't really make it better, does it? Okay, what if we don't have extra? Here's an idea. What if I get rid of this and I just set to maximize that? I don't like the idea of having to make 22 constructors, dear God. But this is actually not bad. What if we only wire up one of them right now? So what if instead of 180, what if we have 60? Four. Okay, that's not bad. 2 smelters, 4 constructors for iron rods, 4 for screws, and then that goes into 2 for rotors. Let's do this. That's nice and simple. I was hoping to dump off all my iron ore here, but no such luck. We'll be able to do it at the other thing, though. So in this world, we only need to wire up 1, but I'm going to need a portable miner. There we go. Okay. So let's head up there and we will build our rotor factory. Okay, so we're going to put the, let me think. So we need 2 smelters. I think the way I want to do this is I think we're going to go, how do I want to handle this? I think we start over here and maybe go left to right. So let's have this sit here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So we'll have 2 smelters. And then we're going to put our miner here. And I learned a cool trick, which is we can... So mining nodes don't align to the grid. So whenever you put a miner on them, they're not going to line up right. But one thing you can do is you can cover this. Like so. Okay. And then you can build the miner. And it's still not going to align to the grid, but now it's like on the platform. So it doesn't look terrible. Yeah. And then to improve the appearances, we can just take that out and now the drill is going straight down through. And later we'll be able to get smaller foundation pieces so we can fill this in and it'll look like actually decent. In the meantime, one thing I want to try is what if I did that? Is that going to look terrible? Kinda. Ish. It looks weird. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'll be able to clean this up a little better later. Okay, so now we have our miner, and let's put our splitter right there. So we're going to have 60 coming out of here. That works on a Mark 1 belt. So that can go into there. Good. Okay. And then that'll be 30 and 30 coming out. These are going to be producing iron ingots. Okay. So that's that. And then we need 4 constructors. This is going to be a little awkward. Constructor, here we go. Let me just put this down for a second. It is not going to stay there. So, oh, these all make iron rods. 4 constructors of iron rods. Okay. So what we can do then, Yeah, so that's going to go... So this is going to come out. It's going to split to 30 and 30. These are going to produce. And then I want to merge these back together. Like so. Okay. So now we have 60 iron ingots per minute coming out of here. Now... we have 60 iron ingots per minute coming out of here. And we need to make them all go into iron rods. Actually, since I need it to go into 15, let's do this. I'm actually thinking I might move this back a little. Or we could do it here. Actually, yeah, that's the way we'll do it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a splitter here. Yeah, we'll try that. And we'll put another splitter here. Yeah, that's okay. Good. And then this one is going to go there, like so. Okay. So we have 30 going into here, 30 going into there, and then let's make some more platforms. Now we need some constructors. We're going to have these sit about here-ish. We're going to do 2 there. And I need more cables. Let's go get some more cables. Oh, okay. So I do have cables, if I remember right. I think they're over here somewhere. There they are. Let's grab a few more. Is there anything else I need while I'm here? Maybe a little bit of wire, probably some rods. Let's grab a stack of rods. Probably some plates. Let's grab a stack of plates. Okay, I think we're good. Gonna get our rotor set up, and then we'll be able to do our research to get steel, and then hopefully we will have time to get a steel factory set up. Okay, okay, I'm gonna plop that there. All of these should be making iron rods. Which is gonna be 15 in, 15 out. So this is gonna be 60 iron rods. Goes there, this goes there, and on this one, that goes there, and that goes there. So 60 iron ore per minute comes out of here. Splits 15-15, goes into here. No, sorry, 30-30, because this is 60. 30-30 goes into there. 30-30 comes out. Each of those gets 15 going in. 15 iron rods coming out. Now, this is where things get a little fiddly. I have 60 iron rods per minute coming out. I need 1/3 of them to go this way, and 2/3. Wait, is this right? 33 plus 26 is 59. It does sum to 60. It's not. It's not 2/3. This isn't out of 100. It's out of 60. It's slightly more than half. And this is slightly less than half. How do I do that? The answer is I don't. The answer is I don't worry about it. So what I'll do is I'm going to have... So 2 of these is 30. Okay. All right, here's what I do. So I have 2 of them go this way to the rotors. And then I'll just have the overflow merge back in and go to the screws. We are going to need more room here. Let's see. So I need 4 screw constructors. Two assemblers. Give me the assemblers first. I think I want the assemblers to be here. I need rotors. No! Curses. I need my rotor factory online in order to be able to build my rotor factory. Alright, but I think I only need 8 rotors, so we can make those by hand, and that's not too bad. Ooh. Careful, big boy. Alright, rotors. I think we need 8. There we go. And hopefully, I will never have to manually craft a rotor again. Hopefully. If we do this right. Okay. So give me the assembler. And we're going to put this down. I think right there. Yeah. So let's try this. That's 2 assemblers. These are both going to be rotors. Okay. So now I want I think I want to merge. How do I do this? I want to merge two of these together, I think. And then this can split like that. Conveyor belt is too steep. What are you on about? Okay. So 15 comes out, 15 comes out, 30 comes in, 30 goes out. I need to supply enough. What if I merge all these together back to 60 and then I just manifold it? That's not the worst idea, actually. Okay, let's try this. New plan. Yeah, okay. So give me a constructor. I think I want to go out one more. I think this will work. Okay. Give me a constructor. We're going to put it out here. I need 4 of these. Like so. Actually, hold on. I want to turn it around. Like that. And I want this to be... What? Screws? And... Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's what I want. We're going to take all those out. Okay. 3 1/3. That's obnoxious. Three and a third. I don't think I want this to be 3 1/3. I think I want this to be split evenly across all 4. So it's not 3 100s and a 33. I think it's... Each of these puts out how much? 40 per minute? I think I want to do... Where's my calculator? Actually, there's a calculator built into the game. What if I do 133.33 divided by 4? It's 33.33. So... What if I did that? What if I underclocked all 4 of them? At 83.5%. that would still be 133.33, right? 33.4 per minute times 4. 133.6. It's slightly higher, but that's fine. And then I can just split it into 2 and 2. Oh, the rotors are reduced speed too. Why are you dumb? Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so you are producing 4 per minute. I need 5.3. 5.333 divided by 2 is 2.66. Sure. $2.667. That works. 2.667 times hold on. Come on. 2.667 times 4. No, sorry, times 2. It's 5.334. Yeah, okay. So now how many does this need? How many screws does this need? This needs 66.67, which is slightly higher. That's slightly higher than a Mark 1 belt. That's annoying, but $33.4. So yeah, so now what I can do is I can take these two and I can merge them. Like this. And run them in here. And then I can take these two and merge them. And these all need to be Mark II belts, but it's fine. And I can do this like that. And that should be sufficient. Okay, cool. We're getting there. 66.667. Okay. Good. This is making... We're doing 83.5. So we underclock all of these. To 83.5. 83.5. Good. Okay, so now those two screws will power that one. These two screws will power that one. Now I need to handle the rods. So the rods... I need how many rods? I need 13 1/3. Excuse me. How did I pull this off? I feel like I optimized it better than what this shows. Because now I can do this. And that is producing more. That's producing 15. This only needs 13. And this one now, we can do Mark 1 lift. We can do this. Like so. And that is more than enough to supply that. Oh, I guess I still need to do these inputs, right? So these need 8.35 each, which is going to be 16.7. That's where the problem is. I need the excess from those for these. I think the way I'm going to handle that, though, is I'm just going to have an extra one. I'm just going to have an extra iron rod maker. Let's just run this like this. Do those? Oh, that's interesting. This has those little extra struts on the side. But those aren't there if there's something under it. That's interesting. Now the question is, do I set up a second miner just to supply that one? Or do I overclock this all slightly to be able to provide for it? Maybe I do set up the second miner and I just start producing a little bit extra of all these things. That's not the worst idea. So if I do that, I can set up the second miner. It'll also be producing 60 per minute. We'll still need 2 smelters. Let's see, he's going to be right there. I need to go make let's go make another, I want to make another, what's this thing called? Portable miner. There we go. Right here. There we go. Okay. I'm a little worried about the amount of juice that this is going to require, but I think we'll be able to turn off big parts of our existing factory, so I think we might be fine. So we should be able to make a miner now. Yep, okay. So we are going to go ahead and do this again. Whoops. There we go. Just like that, and then give me the miner, and we're gonna stick that on there. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Now I want to pull out that one. Good. Ideally, we pull out this one too. But again, we'll fix that all later. Okay. And so we're going to need 2 smelters. Let me throw those here, I think. Right about there-ish. Yeah, that should be good, I think. Let's do 2 of those. And then I need a splitter. Okay, that goes in there, that goes in there, and this goes in there. Beautiful. So, 60 coming out. These are going to be 30 and 30 coming out of there. We need 15 going in here. And what we can do... I can put a splitter here. And, is that too tight? Yes, yes it is. I can put it closer. And then this works. Okay. I don't trust that. There, that's better. Okay. So now 30 will come out of here, 15 will go into there, and I think I want a merger here. Okay, and so now 45 will come out of there that I can do whatever I need to do with. But 15 is going to go into there, and that will be more than enough to supply all these screw machines. Let's get rid of this. It is in my way. Okay. So now I need to merge all these lines together. So we are going to put a merger here. Put 15 in. And I'm out of iron plates. I swear, the worst thing about putting all this stuff together is running out of the simple resources and then having to trek back to the hub to get more of them. Eventually, I think that will not be a problem because I think there's a thing that makes it easier for us to have permanent access to all the things we'll need. But for right now, it is quite obnoxious. I'm going to go ahead and grab another container of screws while we're here, just in case. All right. Once again, I made the title of this assuming we were going to get to steel, and it's increasingly looking like we're not going to make it to steel today. It's so hard to judge. All right. Yeah, so this goes here. And let's put a merger there. Like so. Okay. All right, and then this line has 45 things on it. So we are just going to come right. Yeah. That's what I want. Okay. And so how do we want to do this? So I have 45 here. And I need... Let's just do a manifold for this, because it'll be easier. So we'll do a splitter. Red towards me. Like so. That looks kind of jank. Let's try that again. Whoa. Nope. That's okay. That's also okay. Kind of want it like here, but turn slightly that way. Such that it can just kind of go straight in. Let's try that. Yeah, look at that. That's nice. Only has a little bit of a weird line on it. Cool. Okay, so that goes into this splitter, and then we want splitters all the way down. There we go. Okay. So, nope, 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 nope. I want straight. That goes there, 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 and there. Okay. That should do it. And then we have this line here, which I'll just that we're just not using yet, and we will make use of that in a bit. But I think all of this is good. So that all wires up, that all comes out. That goes into there. Those go into there. Okay, that should do it. And then this makes rotors. So let me do this, and we'll get a storage container. And we'll just back this sucker up to the edge like that. Okay, and then I just need one more merger right about here. I think that's it. I think that'll do it. Now we just need to deal with power. So, for power, we don't have Mark II power poles yet, unfortunately. So this is going to be a little obnoxious, but it's okay. We'll be okay. We'll get there. Let's put this. see how this looks. We're gonna try this. Okay. And one. There. There. And there. Okay. So those are all on a string. And then let's put one over here. We'll run that up to there, and we'll connect it back to there. Okay. Oh. That should be fine. Yeah. Okay, good. So that's all wired up. These are all wired up. We need those over there next. Let's stick it over here, I think. And we'll do one there, one here, one up there, and one to this guy. Okay, that's all that stuff. Now we need these four back here. And we'll do another line, I think. One over. So in front of the left corner and then one over. What if I push it? Nope, now it's inside. That's no good. Okay, cool. So we'll do one there. And nope. One there. And one there. And one there. Okay. Good. Is this? Yeah, okay, good. So now I need to connect that to the rest of this stuff. Can I run these two together? Can I run this to there? Does that look horrible? No, I think that's fine. All right, these are all hooked up. And now I just need two more to go to this guy, which I think I can do by sticking one right there. There we go. All right, so this is all connected together now. How much capacity are we looking at? 92, which I think 92 is more than we have over here. Is more than we have available. But we can make use of that extra line and potentially get rid of some stuff on this side. Right, how we doing? Yeah, we do not have 92. We have like 87. But we can turn back on our biomass generators to increase throughput a bit more temporarily. We also need to get power out there. We don't have a power line running out there right now. So let's take a look at that too. I think I want to do it here. I think the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to put a power pole here. And we can run from that to this. And now we can just head back to the hub and drop these at wherever the farthest point they can reach is. Now later on, we'll unlock power towers, which can stretch way further. And this will be a lot nicer. But for now, this will get the job done. Okay. That'll do it. Yep, and now our max consumption is slightly too high, so let's go ahead and turn on our biomass to give us just that little extra boost we need. Okay. We'll just leave the 1 on, because that's all we really need right now. And let's go see the new factory start working. So now we should have infinite rotors. Which we can do a lot of cool stuff with. Oh, wait. Wait. Let me get rid of all this iron in my inventory. There, much better. Ideally, I'll get rid of these copper ingots at some point too, but we'll worry about that later. Yes! Excellent! Beautiful. There goes the rods. Excellent. Let's see, a bunch of rods going that way. Here come the screws. There they are. And we're producing more than enough rods, more rods than these screw constructors are going to consume. So this line will eventually back up, which is fine. There they go. And those should kick on. Come on. You can do it. I think the left one's going to kick on a little bit sooner. Come on. There it goes. Beautiful. And there it is, our first automated rotor. Ha ha! Beautiful. Now, this is really, really egregiously slow because it's only making, we're only making like 5 1/3 per minute between the both of these. But better than nothing. And we'll be off doing other things, and that'll just be stockpiling for us. And later on, once we get, you know, better tools and have better power capacity and all this other stuff, we'll be able to really ramp that up. But for now, that is an excellent start. Okay, dump those off. Now, that said, what is next? Those are crafting. How many do we need? For steel. Let's go ahead and let's confirm steel. We can put some of this together. We have some of this already. Let's see. Let's get our copper wire. 2 of those. We need some of this. We need 500 of that. And we can go out to our new modular frame factory out here. Come on. There we go. Our modular frame factory. And we should be able to pick up 50 modular frames. They should be ready for us, I would expect. Storage is back here. Plenty. Okay. And so all we need now are the rotors. Now, unfortunately, making 5 and change rotors per minute and needing 150 of them means it's going to take about, what is that, half an hour? 5 times 30. So it's going to take about half an hour for our rotor factory to make that many resources. But we're off to a great start. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, what else do we want to do here? We could go get Caterium set up, which we need quick wire, but we are power constrained. So let's do this. Let's head over to this lake and let's head over to this lake and see if there's any coal by them. I want to head to this one first because it looks like it's a little deeper. And see if we can find a second site to set up a power generation facility, because we've pretty much tapped out the one we've got. So let's see if we can find another one. All right, what do we got going on over here? We missed it. It's back this way. Oh, hello, sir. Drop pod. Excellent. Whoa. Come here. Got him. Beautiful. 38 refined iron plates. Excellent. Hey, 26 rotors. That's going to help. A bunch of concrete. 202 concrete. 124 cables. 74 iron rods. Excellent. Excellent. Let's clean up some of the smaller stuff. We'll get even more rotors. You love to see it. All right, anything else that we're going to save the drop pod itself for just a second. Just to make sure. There's no other resources we missed. Nope, I think we're good. All right, and the drop pod needs 40 megawatts. Okay. So we have two options. We can run a power line out here, which kind of sucks. Or we could set up a biomass generator. Do we have the stuff to build a biomass generator? A biomass burner? Yes, we would need to build 2 of them. I could do that. Let's do that. It's a little awkward, but I want my hard drive. So we're gonna do this. This is gonna be super janky, but it's only temporary. We just need to supply enough to get the thing open. So we're gonna do that. And give me just like, don't need a lot here. Just throw 2 in there and throw 2 in there. Boom. Hard drive, baby. I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take that. And I'll take that. Beautiful. Excellent. Let's get this back to the base. Actually, hold on. Hold on. Where is that lake? We came out here looking for this lake. Here it is. Okay. Is there coal here? No, there is not. Not even slightly. Let's go ahead and mark these. Normal coal and normal coal. I'm never sure about these that have like the multiple, the temp ones. I don't know what that means. So I usually ignore those when I'm scanning. So these are coal, normal, coal, that, and color is unclaimed. This one, coal, normal. Coal. I wish you could like define presets for these, because I use basically the same descriptions every time. I would love to be able to like select defaults for all this stuff. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have water, but we have no coal. So we can either ship coal from there, although that's being used for our power generation right now, or from way out here. Or this site is not very good for power generation, which I think is unfortunately the case. And unfortunately, that means this one probably isn't good either, because no other coal nodes showed up on our scan. That's fine. We will... Are you big boy? You are a big boy. Whoa! So all of the enemies come in 2 varieties? They come in small boys and big boys? Usually the big boys are kind of further away and in more difficult areas. I'm surprised to see one so close to the start. Okay, let's go ahead and scan our hard drive. See if we get a useful alternate recipe out of it. Let's go check on our rotors. We got a bit of a boost from all the rotors we found on that drop pod. Will it be enough? Let's find out. Here we go. Oh, and 44, not bad. We're up to 70, 75. We are halfway there. That's wonderful. All right. So once again, I'm afraid we are not going to get steel set up this stream, but we will get steel unlocked. I will not end the stream until we get steel unlocked, at least. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what's next? We still need power. We still need power. I mean, I know we can set up power out here because this is where I set it up in my offline world. I was kind of trying to do things differently so that I don't get stuck in the rut of always building things exactly the same way, but I think that's just what we're going to have to do, unfortunately. Oh no, I need more rotors. I'm gonna need like 40 rotors to get this set up. Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Let's look at our researches. Okay, here's something we can do. Do I have 50 sulfur? I do not, but I saw some. So maybe we can get some more and do another research. That looks like copper. Yes. I know I saw sulfur rocks over here. Up here, perhaps? Maybe not. I just need a little bit more. Only 15, and I can complete that research. Anything at all. There's some iron. There. Yes. Hold on. Hold on. We'll get there. Oh, nope. Nope. Try again. Oh, there we go. Hey. No, come on. Almost there. Ah, yes, we made it. Told you I saw sulfur rocks around here somewhere. There's 50. Okay. Beautiful. That's all we needed. How are we doing out here? Okay. I mean, realistically, if I really want to move this along, I should just make a bunch by hand. I'm trying to avoid making things by hand if I can, if I can help it. Ideally, you automate all the things, but we've got it automated. It's just slow because we don't have the power to make it faster. Let's do that research though. That was here. Oh, we can't do it because of the hard drive. Right. I forgot about that. That's fine. It's got like 3 minutes left. Let's make some rotors in the meantime. Oh! Hope you all are having a wonderful evening. We are coming up on the end of the stream here. But like I said, I'm not going to be ending it until we get this basic steel production resolved. But if you've been enjoying the stream, if you would like to see more streams of Satisfactory or anything else, please hit that like button. Really helps me out, lets me know that you are enjoying this, and it helps YouTube to know that as well, so that it can suggest even more streams to you, and to suggest these streams to others. Let's go pick up some rotors, and then we'll throw these in the bin. And hopefully the hard drive research should be done pretty soon. There we go, 56, looking good. Oh, exciting news that I don't think I mentioned earlier. My Dr. Muto achievement set has been released, and I graduated from the Retro Achievements Junior Developer Program. So if you like 3D collectathon platformers, head on over to retroachievements.org and check that out. I've been getting a lot of feedback on it. People are loving it. You done yet? Minute 40. And I hope you will too. Now I am working on a new set for Siphon Filter, the Omega Strain on PS2. Very excited for that. The game's proven tricky. I've done a couple streams here on the channel. Oh, I didn't realize I built this way. So, wait a minute. No. There we go. I want to do that. So we can see the rocks. If you're interested in that, head on over there. You'll find the forum topic. You can check that out too. I'm active in the Retro Achievements Discord, although actually, yeah, I think there is a general channel, so you can check me out over there if you want to come chat about that, or you can head into my Discord. You'll find the link in the description. Come on! 15 seconds. And then after we get this, there should be enough rotors over at the thing for us to learn the research. So, let's see, what else? I try to stream every couple days. If you want to be notified whenever that happens, whenever I go live, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. And again, in my Discord, that is much more reliable. Now, what did we get? We got this one, I think. Cheap silica. Quartz and limestone to make silica, which normally comes from quartz, but this is way faster. That's okay. This recipe is phenomenal, because this lets us make copper wire directly from iron ingots. slightly slower than from copper, but it lets us set up factories that use copper even if copper is not nearby. So I am definitely going to be taking that one. All right, let's go get our... Oh! Wait a minute, wait a minute. This thing does have a little computer. I was watching someone else's playthrough of Satisfactory, and I saw them interact with this little computer on the space elevator, and I'm like, I don't think it has that. This must be an older version of the game. It totally has that. Anyway, let's go get those rotors. There should be enough of them over there now. Then we will learn steel, and then next time we will actually get steel up on. We'll actually get steel online. For reals, for reals. Yeah, that's almost exactly enough. I think I have one extra. Beauty. Let's go get these turned in. Here we go. Rotors and bam.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day.
Excellent.
Fix it, and humanity is relying on you.
So now I can make steel with iron ore and coal. More coal. I guess this is probably a good place to make it because I have coal and iron right here. So I could set up a factory probably on this plateau here, right behind me. Let's take a look, see what we can see. Yeah, so the coal is right there. And then these iron veins over here are not used at all. So I can combine those two, you know, in a factory here somewhere, which would actually be pretty convenient because it's right next to my hub. And that'll give us steel. Steel beams, steel ingots, steel beams, steel pipes. That'll be really good. That'll be really, really good. All right. Well, we made a little bit of good progress. We definitely are having power problems. Definitely having power problems. But we're not too far behind, so we'll need to set up another power generation. I guess we'll probably set one up here next time. And then I'll set up a minimal one there just to get us over this hump. And then we'll build our steel factory. So next time, we will actually do steel for real, for real. Yes. All right, my friends, I want to thank you so much for watching. A blast as always. I've already said, do all the things, you know what to do. So with that, I will wish you a wonderful evening, and I will see you next time.